Welcome to Word Connect with Pastor Maxwell Ogaga, a teaching ministry where believers are trained to be established in the truth of God's Word. For more information and free downloads, please visit www.thepastormax.ng.
And people can pay you for that. Some of you know how to cook. Good food. You have wasted for relationships that will not work. Withdraw that service. Build a business around it. One time I told one of my young men, I said, you know how to clean. Let's build a business around this cleaning. There are people who can clean. When you look at the place, you say, this person did a good job. There are people who can clean. When they come, they have to introduce the cleaning to you. You know what I mean by that? So have you cleaned this place? Say, yes, I've cleaned it. I use rag to clean. They have to introduce the cleaning. Why? Because it has no iota of. Do you understand what I'm saying? Build a business around it. A couple of years ago, I sat back and I told myself, outside of pastoring, what else can I, of course, I know the Lord has called me into full-time ministry, so I wasn't thinking of business. What else can I do to offer value? So, of course, I know the Bible well enough to offer theological value, to teach in Bible schools. Guess what? I couldn't teach in Bible schools by faith. I couldn't teach in Bible schools by faith. I had to go back to school to start studying theology again. Not because, to be honest, not because studying theology would make me better. It would make me better, but of course I was doing okay. When I enrolled in my bachelor's for theology, the admission officer told me, said, with the things you've done, you've planted churches, we could fast track you to do master's degree. I said, no, I wasn't looking for a shortcut. So I started again. Spent 4 years, again, bachelor's from scratch. When I was looking to do my master's in theology, I saw cheap schools. I checked their certification. I couldn't use some of them outside the church of this country. I said, no, I want a school that its certification is global so I can teach in any Bible school. And then I started the journey. Today, at least I teach in like 4 or 5 Bible schools. Next year, a Bible school in the US had booked me for 1 week on-site teaching where my materials are used. Every Sunday in December, this December, I'm teaching a Bible school online in Lagos. Now, what am I seeing? So if I'm not teaching on a Sunday or a Wednesday, I'm teaching in Bible schools. And of course, I get paid for all of that. What happened? I found my land and I tilled it. God will not open a door for you that you're not prepared to enter. So you look at your life and say, in my old age, where do you understand what this thing is? Practical, tilling your land. Oh, I'm an engineer. What qualifications, what things will make me the best? Some of you are engineers. You are not in the society of engineers. You are nothing. You have gone to join town's meeting. Every Sunday, you are breaking cola. They say, pray over this cola. Say, as we have gathered here, every Sunday. Meanwhile, those 2-3 hours invested in professional development in 5 years, you can still break cola. Don't follow worthless pursuits. It says when you follow worthless pursuits, you lack sense. And you know, for some people, it's about what will make me rich quickly. That's the worthless pursuit. MMM, they will enter. What's the last one that collapsed? CBEX. Did you people have your money in CBEX? If you are in this church and you have your money in CBEX, it means you are not listening to me. You bring your money, we'll give you 50%. You and that person, you are thieves. If you understand the inflation rate of Nigeria, understand basic finances, you will know that there is a percentage people will offer. And you know this won't fly. Don't follow worthless pursuit. Please, go to, did you put up, is that the amplified version? Fine. Put up good news. Good news. I like good news. Good news. Help me ask your neighbor, have you found your land yet? Say, ask them one more time. Have you found your land yet? Then if you have found it, are you tilling it? Ask them, are you tilling it? Hmm? When I look at you from afar, I should see you bending down, tilling your land. That's the picture I want to see. You can rewrite your story by tilling your land. Some of you are good at selling. You can sell anything. Sell after service. Not church. When you go home, don't sell anything in my church. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you close from work, sell. Don't waste that talent. Don't see. Let me tell you, I believe this. Now, let me explain what I'm saying. This is me. This is not Bible, okay? But let me explain this. It's a theory I have formed. I've not proven it, but it's not Bible. It's me, Maxwell. I believe that without basic education, let's remove basic education, okay? I believe that everybody in this life was given a talent and ability by God that even without education, if they deploy that, they will at least not be poor. It's just a theory I formed. Do you understand? I just believe that we just came with this natural ability. It can be an ability to speak. How many of you grew up and you can just fix things? You see broken bicycle chains, broken stuff, and you fix it. How many of you have that kind of ability? Which ability do people have in this church? Okay. Okay. How many of you have ability to fight? Some of you, your hands are going up. But I just believe there are some people who see broken things and the first instinct is, I can fix this. Right? Guess what? If they follow that thing, they will just know what to do. My first instinct to broken things is not fix, it's throw. Right? But you see, to stand before people and talk them to their dreams is easy. I can work with anybody. Listen, and I'm telling you the truth. I can work with anybody no matter where they are in life if you give me 1 year of your life and consistently follow my instructions. You will come out wherever you are. I don't care. I've worked with all kinds of people. Just follow my instructions. Some people grew up weaving hair. They just know how to weave. Some people weave your hair. You know that the person who taught this person must be a hard taskmaster. You come back and you are crying. All the veins in your hair are drawn out. Same style, different dragging approach. You just know that this one has no business with hair. This one is hustling that bro. Do you understand? Because it's not their gifting. So a hardworking farmer has plenty to eat, but it is stupid to waste time on useless projects. Some people have useless projects. One of the things I learned very early in life, and I learned it from Bishop Dag, he said, don't build a church that will take your whole life to finish. You know, there are some churches that after 10 years, they are still contributing. I've not always, you see, I'm a faith person, but I learned that there can be useless projects. That's why here, I rather we are comfortable here. And when this church grows to 1,000, the extra people that are coming to join us, they will bring the money to increase it because here was sizing us before they came. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It might look humorous, but that's what I'm trying to say. That our increase should not be based on just projection, but what we have. And guess what? Bonny Island is a very transitory place. So every 2 years, every 3 years, every 5 years, our congregation does what? Changes. We factored all that into what we're thinking. A project can be useless. You've been on one thing for 10 years, no end in mind. Some of you have enrolled for courses. You keep paying non-completion fees. Why don't you settle down this year and finish that course? You started learning a skill. You ran back. Why don't you finish and sort it out? In fact, some translation says, don't follow worthless people. Worthless people. People that are always talking of the good old days. You know, there are people who every good thing about their life was in the past. In those days. In those days when Babangida was president. No, if you're always talking about the good old days, Book of Ecclesiastes says you're not inquiring wisely. Come on, somebody say, till your land. You've got to find your land. Until it. Scripture says, and Ezra set his heart to study the word of the Lord and to obey it and to teach it. You can't be a teacher and not try to teach better. Today, there are even remote jobs. You can be here and be teaching children English in China, in Korea, and all of those places. Get better. Get better. Till your land. Shut the door and pour the oil so you can go and sell. Close the door. Some of us are too public. Some of us are too exposed. Some of us are too everywhere. Shut the door on your dreams and pour the oil so you can have something to sell. I tell my boy every time, the one thing I have in this life aside of the call of God is my brain. And I maximize it. I don't have power to chase many things. Stay focused. Stay focused. There are places in this town I don't know. And why? I don't need to go there. None of my members is staying there. You are not a tourist guard. Stay in your house. You know every party. You know everybody that has divorced. You know everybody that is suffering in their marriage. And become a marriage counselor. Till that land. If marriages are your burden, till it. Do you realize that as you are here, everything you are spending money for is someone offering services? Someone. We are going to get into the bus. A driver is driving the bus. You can't drive. You are going to order food. Somebody cook the food. Everything in your life you are paying for. What are people paying you for? What are they paying you for? What is coming out of you? What's your product? What's your value? And can I tell you something? You see, sometimes you come back and you feel that I'm too tired. But see, let me put it this way. When you are going to work and working, you are working to earn. Actually, sometimes your vision, you have to stay up late to work it. Which means that you tell yourself, I close 9 to 5, I get home 5, 6, 7 days, there is no Bible study, I'm going to bed, I'm sleeping, I'm getting up 2 hours to work on my dream. I had to deliver a book to my editor. I was to deliver it. Okay, so it was this morning, right? Finished whatever we needed to do and everything. I went to refresh at about 11:30 to set my mind that I was resuming work. 12, 1, 2, 2:30, 2:45 on the table, writing, delivering. That's when you build. That's when you build your dream. Some of you are sleeping too much. 8 o'clock. That dragging is till 7:30, and you're always going late to work. Say one day it will be better. It will not. There is no guarantee that it will be better. What are you working on? 1 hour. Listen to this. 1 hour every day. Or, no, not every day. 1 hour for 21 days. Right? 1 hour, 21 days. We'll give you 21 hours to work on something. How many of you have read Malcolm Gladwell? Outlier. 10,000 hours. Right? Putting 10,000 hours on a scale. If you put 1 hour on any subject, let me tell you, if you put 1 hour on any subject for about 3-4 years, you'll be good in that subject. And I used to jokingly say this. You know what a motivational speaker is? A motivational speaker is somebody who tells you what you refuse to read. They will read the books and summarize it and come and teach you. Have you gone to some of you who go for trainings? Have you gone to some courses where the person taught and you sat down and say, now? What is this? How many of you have had that experience? Just as you said that. So they brought this person here. Do you understand? God forgive me in advance. You know, it has happened to me as a preacher. I go to a meeting and the man comes to teach. And I'm like, God, even you know that I can teach more than this man. See, but you know, sometimes the reason people are invited is not because they can teach well. It's because they've created a system around what they know. Do you understand what I'm saying? They built a system. So you can go online and type, and their website pops out. They've gone to the studio, taken a nice picture. They have packaged the training. And your company is searching for who to train on these things. You stumble on them, and you just hear that guy came to train. They paid him 2.5 million. You look at the thing, like even you look at the thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you can build that same value. Of course, your company will not pay you because conflict of interest can come in. But other people can pay you. Some of you are too intelligent to be broke. The difference is that you are wasting your time on useless projects. Even those of you who are not academic people, who did not go to school, in that word of building consulting, you work on cars, be the best. You will not look for a job. I told you of a guy here who was on our neck. He's a member of church. We should give him a job. He was the TCC. Harassed me everywhere. We told him to lay one fence, one line in the building. I don't know building, but when I came out, I know the thing was not straight. It was like this. I looked at the thing. So you look at it and feel that because you don't know about building, maybe that's why you're looking at it is bad. Maybe when an architect comes, it will be straight. Immediately my brother Wale came. He said they will knock it down. We knocked it down and repaired and rebuilt it. It was not straight. If you are consistently searching for opportunities, you've not raised your value game. When you raise your value game, opportunities will do what? Search for you. This is July 2025. Right? I can show you my calendar for 2026. Nations I'll be in, places I will teach in. Fully booked for next year. Fully booked up until November. Value in your field. And I give you one example. If you go to your boss today and say, I'm going to resign, will your boss say, hey, relax, hold that later, let's talk? Or will your boss say, okay, call HRO and buy wine? Yeah, it's value. That's what Jacob, right? Laban says, hey, when will I provide for my house? Laban says, no, name your wages. Let me tell you something. If you're a professional in this place, that should be where you should aim at. Where a man will look at you and say, name your wages. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want. The consultants they bring, what did they study? One time I was in my Bible school, I was struggling with a particular subject. I was just having difficulty reading the subject. So I just told myself that, a man wrote this textbook. If a man wrote it, another man can understand it. That mental shift opened my brain up. I studied it. It's just telling myself, why am I struggling to understand what another man wrote? If his brain could write it, my brain can understand it. It wasn't written by spirit. Just a mental shift. I want to see people in this church till their land. I want to see tailors in this church till their land. Tailors, your matter has gotten to heaven. Tailors. How many of you think we should pray for all the tailors we have in this church? One day I'm going to have a meeting with all the tailors. Tailors. Till your land. Set a goal in your life that I will sow once. Just as I have salvation eternally, I will sow once. I will not sow and it shall be corrected. You sow something for a man. The man looked at himself in the mirror and his self-esteem goes down because he's not sure again what is going on. One leg is longer than the other. One pocket is here, another pocket is here. Seen those pictures? What I ordered and what okay. You took measurement. You'll be asking, have you added in 1 week? What is it? What kind of addition in 1 week will destroy. Be the best. And let me tell you, if you be the best, people will look for you. One time, a dear brother asked us to go to Lagos, and a tailor will attend to us there to show something for us. We went there. They gave us drink. They were asking us, what will you eat? I say, hey. Of course, you know that it's going to be expensive because we gave the children cookies. They were entertaining us. See the place, duplex, the guy was sewing. When they want to even measure you, instead of a tailor bending down, sometimes you just bend down. They'll carry something for you, you will climb. Oh, boy. You would like to be measured. When they say put your hand down, you say, no, measure it again. And he has loads of things to do. You are a tailor, your tape is not complete. Your tape is not complete. Stopped at 23. Because since you did not have work, you were eating it in the shop. So when you do like this, say, wait, don't worry. The person you are measuring will be helping you to hold it. Say, hold it there. You are not serious. Not serious. You're not serious. You say you do food. You do whatever you're doing. They order the food. When people, listen, if you are doing anything in this church, you cook food, you do all those stuff, pastries and everything. When people have bought, I'll talk about that. I don't want to rush. I'll talk about that on Sunday, on Wednesday. Law of, getting feedback. Ask them honestly, how was it? And when they tell you, don't make excuse. Get better with it. If your pastries are good, if your food is good, you will by recommendation not lack job. There was a CD we bought. Caris was small. That thing. I said, where is that thing? I wanted to be, I'm a good father. I shouldn't say I wanted to be a good father. The good father that I am. I saw them advertising this CD, cartoon for children. Oh, I was happy. Small money I've saved. Tempo, I went to buy that CD. Immediately we slot it in and Caris saw the characters. He started crying. Very terrible cartoon. The man burst into tears. If a child cries by cartoon, you know that it was terrible. It was terrible. Even we as adults, we restrained ourselves from being afraid. We just threw the cassette away. Or they say do cake for a young child. You now do cake. It is scary. Put knife in your cake. It's like a swamp. It goes down. They want to cut cake. Before they say 1, 2, they are looking for knife inside the cake. Come on, tell your neighbor, till your land. Say, till your land. So everybody, in the next couple of months, identify your land and till it. If you need to stay awake to till it, till it. Listen to me. There's money in your land. There's abundant food in your land. You are not poor because God does not care. It's because you have not been hard working on your land. How many of us are going to work on our land? Let's stand on our feet quickly.
We know you've been blessed by this telecast. To become a partner, please call +234 805 888 7575. Pastor Maxwell's messages are available in over a dozen books and 1,000 audio and video formats. To purchase this title and other titles by Pastor Maxwell Ogaga, please call +234 805 888 7575. Also available are free downloads from www.pastormax.ng. God bless you.